everybody, we are back with our 2 journals. We've got our signatures made, cut. They're not situated. Everything's down to the bottom right now, but we'll rearrange that when we get ready to sew them in. We're far from that. So anyways, we have our 2 journals, and we have our box of ephemera that we need to work through, work into these journals. And I think the best way to do that is, you're going to see me sorting again. I'm sorry. It's the Libra in me, the balanced in me. It's just how it is. I mean, I can't help it. So, I don't know where to start on this. No idea where to start, but I need to sort them. Usually I sort my ephemera into my signatures, mainly so I don't end up with all my goodies in the front and nothing in the back. You know, I kind of have to even it out. But this time I feel like I need to sort into 2 journals and then again sort into signatures, kind of like I did my papers on the last video. So that's what we're going to do. I think it's best to just set this aside and we'll work from it and pile it up together. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's good. That's a good even number. Let me see if I can adjust you guys just a little bit, because I'm going to sit down. I want to be able to peek up here and look at my time if I need to. So we're going to sort through our ephemera for these 2 books, and so you'll get a look at everything that we've made, and you'll see how I try to calm the chaos. So we have 10 of these. I'm inclined to separate them, of course. We have a good handful that have these red and white checked pieces with them. So I'm kind of feeling like those need to be together. That's going to leave me with a random, because I don't have 5 of those. So, but I'm feeling like this guy's the odd man out on that. Don't ask. I don't know. So again, this is for journal 1, journal 2 kind of thing, is the way I'm kind of processing this. These are 2 journal cards that I made out of the front cover of a phone book, and they're backed on with some brown paper. I'll just separate them 1 and 2. Let's see here. I have 4 bookmarks. 2 of them are rounded corners. 2 of them are squared corners. So that was easy enough. Lord, I don't know where to start with this. Okay, let's go to these journal cards that I made. Oh, here's something we can sort. We have 4 pockets. I don't know. I'm inclined to do 1 of each. Yeah. I was kind of thinking, do I want to go with like a red theme with this one and put the red ones over here, and kind of a blue theme with this one and put the blue ones over here? Am I thinking too hard about it? Ay, ay, ay. Oy, oy, oy. We have 2 of these little rooster notebooks that we made, so that was an easy sort. These guys, I'm just going to set these aside because we have plenty of them. Now I have 2 of these, but I think they need to stay together. So I'm going to set them aside too till we figure out thoughts on those. 2 little yellow scrapbook paper journal cards. Yeah, here's the journal cards that I did the other night. I think I had 4 of them. I think I kept them separate. See, here I go with that yellow and blue again. Let's switch it up. Okay, I've got some of these to play around with. I'll set those aside because those can go into everybody's. What else do we have that I can sort evenly? I have some playing cards. 2, 3, 4. We'll split those like that. And then we'll do one of each of those. And these two are my extras. I can... We'll just put them in the extra pile. How about that? We have an extra pile. I have some sheet music paper that I stuck in here. It can go either way, so I'll set it aside in the everybody pile. I've got some greeting cards in here that I like to make little flip pages with the greeting cards. So I don't know if we'll use all this, but if we sort it, then we know what we're working with. If that makes any sense. Again, method to my madness. Don't ask. So I'm down to these 4. Do that. And again, who knows? Who knows where they'll end up? I have 2 of these flip ups, 1 and 1. Let's see here what we have. 2 flower postcards. Have these pages that are book pages with images on them. Of course, I have 5. Okay, we'll set those aside for a minute. I have these vegetable. They're cards, the greeting cards. Again, not sure if I'm going to use them all. Just kind of putting them in here to see what happens with them. Set those aside. Ugh, goodness. Okay, let's see how's the best to organize these. Sorry, this is off camera. I'm just trying to get everybody situated. And 1 of each of these big tags. There's some sunflower pieces. There's some lemon pieces. I have 4 recipe cards. Not sure if they're needed, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4 little Rolodex cards. They're random. Where did the lemon go? Did the lemon, oh, I did 1 of each in lemon. Okay. I have some tea bags that everybody can play with. I have some button clusters, 1 of each. I have some veggie baskets, fruit baskets, 1 of each. Oh, here's another random playing card. I have 2 of these little envelopes. 1 has a flower on it, but they're both similar. What else do we have in here? This is a magazine image. I'll set it aside. I'm trying to make some sense of this. We have wildflowers to grow from seed. We have a seed sampler. I kind of think those need to stay together. So let's see if we got something weird to put in this guy. How about this? Maybe. It's a library card with a butterfly on it. Library card holder. We have two big journal cards. Sort them like that. They're not the same, but this is how we're going to sort them. These three are postcards per se. They're not backed, but they're silky shiny. And this is silky shiny card, so we're going to sort it like that. Call it done. We have a little flappy do and a little flappy do. Don't ask what a flappy do is. I have these two cards that don't really go, but I made them previously, so that's how we'll sort those. These two are embossed vintage cards. This one's already cut for a tuck spot, and this one's just a journal card, but that's how we're going to do that. Two little taggies made out of some painty paper. This was easy, one of each. Okay, still working through this pile of stuff. Still working through. Here's a little frame, and we'll set it aside in the everybody pile. We have there's two different, this is a card, this is a magazine. They're both little tuck spots. We'll sort them like that. Just, again, I'm trying to be even Steven here. Two little journal cards with magazine images of flowers and veggies. These are bigger journal cards. Just gonna do them like that. What else do we got in here? This is an image. I'm gonna set it aside in the everybody pile. I'm getting down to the little bits and bobs. I got two different journal cards here, but they're journal cards. I got a couple of different tags and journal cards. I'm going to do a big and a little and a big and a little. Actually, I'm going to flip that around. Don't ask why. I got sheep corner tucks. I don't know how we ended up with two of those, but we did. These were from the same background. Magazine images. I've got plenty of ephemera here going on here. Two little cards from the kit. I'm gonna break these down. Again, I'm just kind of willy-nilly in it. This is a folded little blueberry from the magazine. This is a tomato card. Whew. I am down to the wire here. Two little cards from the kit. More little cards from the kit. Two more little tags from the kit. How to decipher what we got going on here now. Let's see here. I got some tags. I only have 3 of them. Let's see what else we have. Okay. I have 3 tags from the kit and 1 little tag from the magazine. So we'll just split them 50-50. I got 2 images. This was too long, so we had to break it down. You like the way I'm doing this? Very random. These are 2 painty pages, corner tucks or cards. I'm down to 6 pieces, and I gotta figure out how to sort them. We're just gonna willy-nilly them. Okay. Now, I need 1 box for 1 ephemera stash. That's a lot of ephemera. Again, I don't know if we'll use it all, but so we got this box with this guy, and we'll put this book, and is that the red? Yeah, with a red cover, and we'll set that aside. Because essentially I'm only going to be able to really work on these one at a time now. So, this is our ephemera for this one. This is an everybody. Random card. Oh, I have 4 of these birds, so 1 nest and 1 nest and 1 eggs and 1 eggs. So we got to decide on these. I'm kind of, again, I really do like this idea of having them in the inside cover. What I'm kind of leaning to, and I like it better with the yellow for some reason. Not that it makes that much of a difference, I don't guess. Then I do the red. So, and this is an everybody, and this is an everybody, and this is an everybody. Oh, and we've got our little bits and bobs that's an everybody. These 3, I'm gonna just tuck. Oh, I really want to use that one though. He's so cute. Okay, somebody gets the farm people and somebody gets the lady, and this will go in my extras. I mean, I have a few more I'm sure I can dig out, but, you know, how many playing cards do you really need? Okay, I'm going to abandon this, and then abandon that. This is too small to go on the cover. No, it's not. If we could do something like that. I'm just going to set this right here and let it look at me until it decides where it wants to go. These are, again, book pages. They have little poems on the back, but they're very praise to God and things like that. And so that's not my thing. So I may turn them into just stationary pieces. So if we do that, let's decide a sky and flowers and a sky and flowers. And then I'm just going to set these images aside over here. I've got a stash of other images that I want to use. I just don't know how to use just yet. So I think that's where we're at. These are going in the yellow. All that's going in the red. This is our yellow book, and we have a red book. And then again, these are for everybody to use, as well as these little bits. Now, shall, what do we want to do? Oh, I'm kind of reluctant to get started on working our ephemera in, because maybe we can go ahead and just make some stationery out of these while we're waiting. I say waiting. We're not waiting on anything. Use some avocado paper. I'm not waiting on anything. I'm just, watching my time, because if I get started putting ephemera in, I'm going to look up and we're going to be 2 hours into this video, and I don't want to do that. So I kind of want to start fresh with ephemera making. I know that drags the videos out as far as we'll have another part, but I just think that would be best. This is just on the regular copy paper, avocado dyed paper, and I'm inclined to glue it down with glue because I'm not really inclined to sew around it. But I'm afraid, since it's already kind of wrinkly, that if I glue it with regular glue, it's really going to be wrinkly, and I'm not so sure I want to do that. So we'll just glue it with glue, or glue stick glue, and then we'll sew around it. It's not really what I wanted to do, I don't think, but it's really hard to just get a good seal. And maybe this is old enough paper that it'll latch to this avocado dyed paper, and it won't. I'll get the edges really good, and it won't need some sewing around, but I'm not banking on it. Could be wrong, but I'm not 100% trusting in my glue stick, I trust the glue stick a little bit more than I trust my stickers, if that makes any sort of sense. I guess I could have just done a little piece of writing paper to cover up this wording and left that trim, but yeah, we'll go with it. Like I said, hopefully I can get a good enough seal on it, and it being paper to paper. And both of these are, I'm not going to say both of them are old paper, but the images are old paper. It's like from a 1970s book or something like that. So it's a little drier. So maybe we can get it to stay without needing to sew around it. Maybe. So Junk Journal January is over with because it's February 1st now. I did not participate in Junk Journal January, but I know a handful of people who did. So it's been a lot of fun watching everybody tackle that challenge for the month. But I don't know about you, but it seemed like January lasted like 4,200 days or something. Just seemed like it kept going and going and going. With that in mind, a January challenge was probably challenging for sure. For sure. But I didn't tackle any January challenges. I kind of one of the things I really am in my brain about right now is in regards to my journal making is just really wanting to make journals that I want to make, that I'm excited about, and I've got a flow for. I made a handful of them last year, but I felt like last year in my journal making, there was an undertone of, will this sell? Will somebody be interested to buy this? Would this sell at a market? And I kind of played that in my brain a lot last year, and I don't want to do that. I'm kind of like, I don't care if it sells or not. It's kind of where I'm at with it right now. I want to make journals that I have a list a mile long of inspiration and ideas. And I didn't get to all of them, obviously, last year. Because I kept getting in my head and I was thinking, okay, what would sell at this upcoming such and such market kind of thing. And I kind of tried to keep that in my brain. And while I enjoyed all the journals that I made last year, I didn't, I've just got some, this is one of them. I've just got some ideas in my brain that are like, I just want to do this for fun kind of thing. And so I want to do some more storybook journals. I just absolutely love those. Mainly because of the mere challenge. I don't know of anybody else who's ever done a storybook journal aside from me and Cindy at Studio Lou. If there are others out there doing storybook journals, aside from the little golden books, I mean, I know little golden book journals are quote-unquote storybook journals because my definition of a storybook journal is a journal where the story, made out of a book, but the story is kept intact. Like you could sit down and read the story throughout your journal. So, I mean, if you keep the pages of a little golden book, essentially you do that. You're making a storybook journal. But with the little golden books, at least the few that I've done, I keep the story intact, but there's no real, the only challenge is dealing with the spine and the different size pages, but whew. But with a storybook journal, like the ones that Cindy at Studio Lou makes and the couple that I've made, they're a little challenging to keep the story intact because you're using the book, and some of these books have writing on the front and the back, and you have to kind of figure out how to keep the story intact. And so it's a challenge, and I just really enjoy it. And I have learned it's a lot easier to do those when you have a couple of copies of the book. But all that to be said, I really want to do some more storybook journals. I did a storybook journal that I think, I don't want to say it was the last one I did, but one of the latest ones I did was the bear sleeping. I think I did a flip through of it, a read along flip through. I'm horrible at reading along, but you know, it is what it is. But anyways, I loved that journal. I had so much fun doing the bears in the woods, and anyways, I loved it, and of course it sold. And you know, that was one of the ones that I showed it to my mom, and she's like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite that you've done. And then like it sold the next day. All that to be said, I did a little bit of thrifting today, even though I'm on a no thrift. And I ended up with a handful of books. And I only spent $5. But I ended up with 2 copies of that little bear book that I've already done one out of. And I ended up with 3 copies of another cute little bear book. And I ended up with a book about a little woodpecker that's OMG, gonna be so cute. And another little book about kind of, I guess, just about Earth in general, the nature and Earth and all that. And it's written in English and Spanish. I think it's Spanish. And I picked it up because the images were so pretty. But I think I want to make as I read the story, it was a really cute story, and I was like, oh, how cute. I think I want to make a journal out of this. I'm going to leave these flat for now. I'm not going to fold them or anything like that until I figure out where they're going to go, because I might want to fold them long ways, you know, just depending on where they need to go in the journals. But a sky and flowers in this one, a sky and flowers in that one. So I think I've rambled on enough. I'm going to jump off here and get this video, and I've got another, I think, part. I'm so confused with my parts now. I think this is part 4. No, this may be part 5. Anywho, I'm going to jump off here, get this uploaded, piddle around, get a few things going on, and then the next time you guys see me, we'll be tackling one of these books, getting the ephemera into the pages, and then seeing how thick we can make it, basically, is what it's going to boil down to. So, thanks for joining me. I will be back soon enough, and we'll continue on. Bye for now.